everybody, my name is Victoria. Welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to just kind of walk you through how I'm planning on annotating while I read The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. I'm one of the co-hosts for a read-along that's starting in June, and we are setting out to read all of the Stormlight books that are currently out so that we can be all caught up for Rhythm of War. And so I will go ahead and link the info down below if you haven't heard about the Stormlight read-along that we're doing and it sounds interesting to you. Go ahead and check out the links down below. So a little bit of background first. I have never annotated a book before in a way that I'm planning on doing for this one. It's not something I am in the habit of doing, so I'm hoping that this doesn't kind of slow me down too much while I read, but I think in general, overall, it will be ultimately helpful, or at least that is the plan. So we'll see how it goes, and I'm even not necessarily married to my plans for my annotation system, but this is just kind of what I'm thinking. So I may change my mind a little bit as we go. I do now have some colorful sticky tabs, and I also have a notebook, and I have a massive book. So we're gonna try this and see how we like annotating. Being a person who is approaching the Stormlight archives for the very first time, it was a little bit difficult at first to kind of figure out what I wanted to track, because it's hard to know that about a book that you haven't read before. However, I have been watching a lot of spoiler-free reviews and kind of introductory videos that other people have made, so I will also link some of those down below if you're a noob like myself. So I've figured out a color-coded system for my reading and the different things that I want to keep track of while I read, and so pink is going to be characters, and specifically character introductions and point of views being introduced. From the things that I've heard about Way of Kings, there are a lot of characters that kind of come in and out, and many characters that are introduced and some that never come back, and so it sounds like there's quite a vast cast of characters. So every time a new character is introduced, I'm using a pink sticky tab. However, knowing Brandon Sanderson and knowing what he does with characters, I also want to keep track of the characters in this notebook, and what I'm going to be doing is just keeping a list of the characters and their qualities. So their specific characteristic traits that are unique to them, and just kind of keep like a running log of the different characters and what I learn about them. So that's what this notebook is for. I'm thinking of in the future doing a project on the characters, a video project, so that is also sort of a driving factor behind the notebook. So we'll see how it goes. Orange will be information about people, lands, and cultures. So this being a fantasy world and a fantasy system, there will be a lot of new information, there will be many new cultures, so every time I have some information about that, I will be using orange. Yellow will be for any magic system information that I get, any reveals about the magic system and how it works. Green is going to be religious systems and themes, and this is something that I know Brandon Sanderson is infusing in pretty much all of his works. Every book I've read, well, maybe with the exception of maybe Skyward, I don't remember any like religious systems and themes in Skyward, but I could be misremembering that. But Elantris and Mistborn all have very strong religious themes in them as well, and from what I understand, Way of Kings does as well. So green will be information about religion. Blue is going to be for anything political regarding the politics of the world and the lands, and also I think I'm going to use class differences for this tab as well, because I also have seen a few people talk about the class differences and that being an important part of Way of Kings. So blue is for politic related things / class. Dark blue, is this dark blue? Purple? Dark purple? I don't know. This color will be for quotes that I want to remember or that stand out to me, just any old quotes about anything. I'm debating whether or not I should also write down quotes in my notebook, but we'll see if I feel like doing that as we go. Honestly, I don't want it to take longer to read The Way of Kings than it would take me anyways, because I am obsessively marking everything and writing everything down, so that is definitely up in the air, up for debate. And then this purple, oh hi Evelyn. Puppy, go away, I'm filming. She's not going away. Purple is going to be for morality and morality questions that are brought up. I assume that this is going to be happening. Again, I'm making a lot of assumptions about books I haven't read yet, but it's Brandon Sanderson, and I have sort of an idea that there will be morality questions brought up. So this is for anything pertaining to the characters struggling with anything about morality. And that is my plan in a nutshell. I'm very curious to see how this goes. I will know very soon because it's almost June in like a couple days. But I also feel kind of comforted that I have an annotation system before I jump into these, because I would hate to be like halfway through the series and then decide to annotate. I'm glad that I sort of have an idea of what I want to do before I go in. And again, this could change as I read and I discover kind of more about what the books are about and their particular themes, and I'm just flying by the seat of my pants here. Can you tell? So now I'm really fascinated to know, those of you that annotate, what made you start annotating? Do you annotate for every book? How do you annotate? I would love to have a conversation about that down below, because I am an annotation noob and I am a Stormlight noob, and I'm just a noob all around. So help a noob out, please. Thanks for watching my video today. Be sure to check out the links down below if you want to jump into Stormalong. We are so excited to be doing this, and I just want more people to experience it for the first time with me so that we can have our minds blown together. Keep reading great books, and until next time, bye-bye.